I admired his sullen face, the mechanism of his jaw, and then I saw that from his lower lip, if you could call it a lip, grim, wet, and weapon-like, hung 5 old pieces of fish line, a foe and a wire leader, with the swivel still attached, with all their 5 big hooks grown firmly in his mouth, a green line frayed at the end, where he broke it, 2 heavier lines, and a fine black thread, still crimped from the strain and snap, when it broke and he got away. The speaker feels admiration for the face of the fish, which is sullen, unhappy, sulky, and also for the mechanism of the jaw of the fish. The speaker takes a closer look at the mouth of the fish and discovers that there are 5 old pieces of fish line hanging from the lower lip of the fish. The speaker investigates further and discovers that there are only 4 pieces of fish line. The fifth one is a wire leader. Leader is the filament to which the hook is attached. The speaker also realizes that 5 big hooks are firmly entrenched inside the mouth of the fish. Close and detailed attention is focused on the fishing equipment that are discovered inside the mouth of the fish, like medals with the ribbons frayed and wavering, a 5 haired beard of wisdom trailing from his aching jaw. These are important lines. These lines indicate what the speaker thinks of the sport of angling. The strength of Elizabeth Bishop is her subtlety, is her ability to express her views in an indirect, in a nuanced manner. The poet does not proclaim her love for animals. The poet does not declare that she loves fish, cares for the life, the well-being of the fish. Instead, she tells us what she sees, and what she sees is shocking. 5 bits of old fish line, or more exactly, 4 pieces of old fish line, and 1 wire leader hang from the lower lip of the mouth of the fish. And the poet says that they form a 5 haired beard of wisdom, trailing from his aching jaw. The fish is enduring excruciating pain as a result of the endeavors of the anglers. This is not the first time the fish has been caught. In fact, The fish seems to have been caught by anglers at least 5 times before, but the fish managed to escape from the clutches of the anglers. The fish is a wise fish. The fish is a venerable fish. The fish seems to wear a beard of wisdom. Trailing means hanging down. A 5-haired beard of wisdom hanging down from his aching jaw. When the poet examines the mouth of the fish, she discovers 5 hooks firmly entrenched inside the mouth of the fish. Just imagine the excruciating pain that the unfortunate fish has been living with. So, the fish has been caught 5 times before, and the fish has escaped 5 times before. And the simile of the medals is simply brilliant, like medals with their ribbons. In the eyes of the speaker, the fish suddenly becomes a hero. It has fought battles with anglers. It has emerged victorious. It seems to have been awarded medals. One is reminded of the military medals which are awarded for heroism, like medals with their ribbons. The fish seems to have been awarded gallantry medals. In the Indian context, one would say Paramavira Chakra. Thus, the fish, which had just been a fish to begin with at the opening of the poem, is now transformed in the eyes of the angler, in the eyes of the woman angler, and through the eyes of the woman angler, in the eyes of the reader, into a wise fish, a venerable fish, a hero, a battle-scarred hero, who has emerged victorious in several battles and has been awarded gallantry medals. Thus the poet makes very clear what she thinks of the sport of angling. She highlights an aspect of angling which is seldom highlighted, and that is its cruelty. She establishes, without clearly saying so, that angling is fundamentally a sadistic sport, a sport that provides pleasure to the angler at the cost of immense pain to the fish. I stared and stared, and victory filled up the little rented boat from a pool of bilge, where oil had spread a rainbow. Around the rusted engine, to the bailer rusted orange, the sun cracked thwarts, the oarlocks on their strings, the gunwales, until everything was rainbow, 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 and I let the fish go. There is a sudden shift in the thematic movement of the poem. I stared and stared, and victory filled up the little rented boat. Despite all that she has said, the speaker realizes that it has been a great day for her as an angler. She has caught a tremendous fish, and no day can be a better day for a woman angler than the day on which a tremendous fish is caught. The speaker stares and stares for a long time at her catch, and feels a sense of victory. An atmosphere of victory fills up the entire boat, and the boat is a small one, it's a rented one. The various parts of the boat are mentioned, like the bilge, like the bailer, like the oarlocks. The oarlocks are U-shaped devices for resting the oars. Gunnels are the top end of the hull of the boat or the ship. You have the phrase packed to the gunnels. Bilge is the part of the hull of the ship or the boat where the bottom curves to meet the vertical sides. The bailer is the bucket or the cup which is used to remove the water which is collected in the boat or the ship. A rainbow is forming. A rainbow is the symbol of joy, of happiness, of success, of victory. The rainbow is formed by the oil which has leaked from the boat where oil had spread a rainbow. And the rainbow expands and fills the entire boat until everything was rainbow, rainbow, rainbow. It cannot be denied that this is a moment of triumph for the speaker as an angler, a moment of joy, a moment of victory, a moment of happiness, because she has achieved the ultimate that can be achieved as an angler. One is here reminded of the biblical story of Noah, the flood, and the rainbow covenant that is entered into between God and human beings. And I let the fish go. The closure of the poem is the ultimate strength of the poem. The speaker releases the fish back into the water, thus shattering everything that comes immediately before it. The last line completely demolishes everything that was created by the lines that come immediately before it. It has been a great day for the speaker as an angler. She has caught a tremendous fish, and she is experiencing a feeling of triumph. She finds herself filled with her rainbow, herself surrounded by a rainbow. And what does she do? And I let the fish go. The speaker has effectively and brilliantly pulled defeat out of the jaws of victory. This is typical of Elizabeth Bishop. I'm reminded of the famous opening line of Elizabeth Bishop's poem, One Art. I quote, "The art of losing isn't hard to master." Unquote. Shall I repeat that line? It's a lovely line. The art of losing isn't hard to master. Unquote.